just accept so little for paying so much to live in the city, which is why many of us leave. I remember a funny story. My wife was from the suburbs, and when she and I got married, we lived in the city, and trash routinely was just never picked up. And she asked what was a perfectly normal question, which was, who do I call? And I remember calling my father and saying, where do you hear it? You know, my wife, she wants to know who to call. We had the biggest laugh at that. Well, of course, you know, after a while, you know, you start saying, you know, that's a perfectly rational question. But the fact is that was bizarre to us. Who are you going to call, please? You know, and I used to always assume, well, of course, we're in a big city. That has to be the way it is everywhere. And the truth is, it isn't that way everywhere. And I want a candidate who is indignant.
One of the things that always makes me really angry is looking at police directing traffic, because we should have civilians who do that. We should have civilians who do a lot of things, but we have rules that say a police officer has to do that. That's not helping our city. It's not helping in terms of crime. And so I think we really have to look at the way we do business and say we're going to do it differently, and that we have expectations for government performance that are a lot higher.
I also think one of the issues that we need to consider, which no one has mentioned, I find a bit shockingly, are the unions. Which I think that talks about SEPTA, that talks about the police, you know, the rules that disable us from having a unique idea. We do need to be receptive to reform and innovation.
When I lived in the city, we called the sanitation department with a complaint, and we were told to move out of the city if we didn't like it.
They actually told you that?
That's what they told us. And so I think that, and many of the issues that we've been talking about do go down, and I don't think it's enough for the mayor to say, well, this is a civil service system and we can't change what's there. Something needs to be done to motivate people who are in the offices, who talk to people like us on the phone every day, and we really need a much more responsive government in Philadelphia.
I'd rather see us work hard over the longer term to have a series of mayors that make the sanitation workers want to do a good job and really make them enthusiastic about what they're doing, or the SEPT workers, whoever, as opposed to trying to, in the short term, privatize that and maybe have other problems develop and have a group of people who aren't tied to the city in the same way that a public worker is going to be.